The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. If you enjoy our work, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow the links in the description. Thanks for your support, and enjoy.
Greetings and salutations, listener. It is I, Eric J. Chucci, joined by my visible left butt cheek, the boy.
Hey! Alright, fine.
Don't worry, the left one's the good one. This is the Junior's Podcast. Today, we are talking about WWE TLC 2016. TLC and A is more like it.
Tables, ladders, chairs, and ass.
This is going to be a short podcast because you know what, listener? This show is pretty good.
Yeah, a fucking non-offensive. Good show. Moving on. Join us next week on the Junior's Podcast. We'll discuss soup.
Pokemon, I think, is next week. But, yeah, this was good. This is the SmackDown pay-per-view I think they've been building toward. I think this was really the quality I expected out of them on the first one, and it's taken them this long to get there. But hey, 3? That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a good run-up. The Hype Bros are on the pre-show. I see by the text saying the Hype Bros are on the pre-show, and that's exactly where the Hype Bros belong. Stay on the pre-show, guys.
Zack Ryder was doing a little bit better last time we saw him.
Right, but he's still attached to Mojo Jojo.
Yeah. But American Alpha was there, and American Alpha are awesome. And Apollo Crews, he's good. And the Vaudevillains. I have no feelings about the Ascension or Kurt Hawkins. You would think I would care about the Ascension. Really, I'm just glad that they have really cool entrance videos for me to use in 2K17.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So let's get on to the parts of the show we actually watched, the actual show. The opener was the Wyatt family versus the very unlikely and lovable tag team champions, Heath Slater and Rhino. The match was 6 fucking minutes long.
Yeah. Rhino needs to get his beard back. I guess he was running for political office. I don't know if that was a joke that I read somewhere, if that was a real thing that was happening or what, but...
Bro, you at least grow a mustache.
At
least grow a mustache.
If he grew a mustache, he'd look like Mike Hagar. That would be great.
Look, you're going to hear this advice a lot on tonight's show. At least grow a mustache. I'm going to be coming back around to that.
Okay.
The Wyatt family win. In
clean,
convincing fashion. The one bit of wonky business was that the manager set, Luke Harper, was not in the match. He was out with them, and he took a move for Randy Orton. And that's face manager shit. That's, protecting your investment. That's not even a heel thing. It was a very clean win, a very strong win, and a very long incoming title win for fucking Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, boy, checked during the show, and this is the guy's first championship win, period.
In the WWE
in proper
at
WWE.
all.
Yeah, that's ridiculous because he's such a fine talent. The announcers were even putting him over, and I really respected that. Announcing team, for the most part, was on par tonight.
Yeah, nothing happened to make me go, God damn it, Maggle. Partially because Maggle wasn't there.
No.
But I mean, they were on their game. They sold the Wyatt family like scary motherfuckers, and normally they don't.
And now for your piss break.
I mean, yeah.
I got up and made a snack, I believe, during the beginning of this match.
Like, for some reason, actually, the reason is there's a Bella in it. There's always a part of a SmackDown pay-per-view that feels like I'm taking a time warp back to 2010 and watching a Divas Championship match. Carmella's a quality talent. Boy, howdy, did you try hard to make Nikki Bella look good. I've seen Nikki Bella put on 2 good matches in her career.
Carmella's not even that great. Like, don't get me wrong. I like her. I think she's got chops. I think she's got potential, but she's not there yet.
No, she's newer, but she was still better than Nikki.
But it was a no disqualification match, so people got hit with kendo sticks. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It's nice to see. ladies using the weapons and such. That was cool.
Mixing it up, Nikki went over and Carmella was like, "It wasn't me that attacked you at."
Like the Nikki Carmella feud's got to be over now. She's lost twice.
Yeah, I think
done.
It's moving on to. She's like, "It wasn't me that attacked you at Survivor Series. It was
Natalya. Everyone already knew that except Nikki Bella, who everyone outside, everyone watching the show already knew this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like you couldn't. She could have been twirling a curly mustache which she grew, and it wouldn't have been more obvious that she was the one who attacked Nikki Bella.
Because if you guys didn't see Survivor Series, like she's there looking over Nikki Bella for some reason in her complete ring gear, wearing the team shirt and everything, going, "Oh yeah, Nikki. Sorry.
Look, I know I'm just the manager, but since I'm in my ring gear and everything."
Yeah, Daniel Bryan even says, "Well, Natalya, I think I'll." She's like, "Well, I know I'm just the manager, but since interrupts him to volunteer herself, or rather to accept his choice of her."
That was so, Nikki. I accept your nomination to be.
I wasn't even talking to you. Already leaving.
Bye. On the team now.
Whatever, I'll take Natalya any day of the week.
Yeah, over Nikki Bella, sold. Natalya's the face in this match. She saved me from that awesome Divas Survivor Series match. It didn't have Nikki Bella in it, and that's because of Natalya. She's the face.
Yeah.
Full stop. Then we had a Miz versus Dolph Ziggler match, and boy howdy, isn't that just the theme song to 2016?
It's supposed to be the last one.
Yeah, they sold it as the last time these two were going to fight for this title. It won't be the last time they fight ever because Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz is the 2016 John Cena versus Randy Orton. And I love Dolph Ziggler and I love The Miz, but even I am tired of this fucking match.
I mean, at this point,
they always put on an amazing match.
Yeah, at this point, it's play the fucking chorus. We could probably cue back to the old podcast and just edit in old audio. I'm not going to because that's way more work than just saying it. And it would be the same fucking thing. They put on a really great match. My investment was low because I don't find either of these characters believable at this point.
I really like The Miz's heel gimmick. There is one bit of new audio. His giant zipper pull on this jacket really took me out of the environment.
I didn't like the way he wears his hood halfway back on his head.
This is Fashion Police, Two Nerds podcast.
I would like it if the Fashion Police were higher up on the card. That would have been nice.
Sold. But it was a great match. There were great spots in it. There was this really cool spot where The Miz put Dolph Ziggler in a fucking figure four leg lock through a ladder, and it was awesome.
Yeah, really innovative shit. I was really glad to see it.
And they finished. Look, either Dolph Ziggler going over clean or The Miz going over clean would have been a fine finish for this feud. I didn't care which. This needed a fine, definitive finish where one guy goes over without Maurice getting involved at all. That's what we got. It was The Miz. That's absolutely fine. It sold The Miz as an actual competitor who's able to win title matches.
Which is what he's needed, which is half the reason I haven't found him believable, because I don't watch the weekly shows, so I never see him win regular matches. On pay-per-views, he's just been winning by bullshit. And need I remind you, at one point, for no reason.
Literally, the match just stopped, and The Miz was the winner. But, The Miz needed this. Dolph Ziggler also needed this win. But I think both guys were elevated by the quality of this feud because it was a quality feud. It was well booked, it was well executed, and they cut out exactly when I didn't want to see any more of them. And I can only judge from my own eyes. And they say always leave them wanting more. That's not necessarily true. This was the right call. I'm good to be done with this match for a while.
I think they dragged this on long enough that they passed the always leave them wanting more mark, and instead they had to reach the make sure everyone is done mark.
Make sure everyone's had enough of this. Is everyone good? Anyone want some more? Here, I'll pass the tray around again. Does anyone want some more? And then when everyone had pushed the tray away, they let the feud die. Dear God, I hope they let the feud die.
Just, yeah. Let these guys split apart and move on to different shit.
Give Dolph something, any fucking thing else to do. I don't care what. Give The Miz a new challenger for his Intercontinental title and give Dolph anything else on the universe to do. They just need to not be near each other for a little while. And that's sad because these guys always put on fucking, at least 4-star matches. the actual technical quality of the match is always really, really high. But I'm done.
Well, and it's like the opposite, really, or the inverse of the John Cena Randy Orton feud, because that was before Randy Orton was good.
No, he used to be bad, and this was back then.
So, like, the stories were, I guess interesting. Again, I would have cared more if it was between guys I cared about back then, but
Goldust doesn't get many main title feuds.
No, but the stories were interesting. They were doing stuff storyline-wise. Here, why is Dolph Ziggler fighting The Miz? It's time to fight. Gotta fight that Miz.
Gotta fight that Miz.
Gotta fight him. He will otherwise be The Miz still.
And nobody wants that.
Fuck, I sure as hell don't. God damn.
Moving on.
Yes.
Like I hope they do. So, here's an interesting story. This was, I think we could both agree that... No, even putting aside Nikki Bella versus Carmella, I think we can both agree that going into this pay-per-view, Baron Corbin versus Callisto was the match we were both least excited to see and the maddest about.
I didn't realize Nikki Bella versus Carmella was on the card. So, yes.
Because we were both very upset about Baron Corbin at Survivor Series.
Yes.
And we were both, I didn't want to see this match. I thought it was going to be dog shit because I've seen Rey Mysterio versus The Big Show. I've seen it. It's okay. I've seen it. And Spork, you held a similar opinion, I know, because when I read it off the card to you, you literally booed.
Well, and it's also, I know Callisto because he's like 5'6", had a hard time on the card with the bigger guys pulling off his moves.
And because a lot of the bigger guys don't know how to work with a guy that's small.
Well, and vice versa. I mean, that's a lot of dude to hoss around.
It really is. Even if, they're helping, look, there's only so much they can fucking do, yo.
Especially when it comes to the bendy, flippy shit. And I didn't want to see a man die.
Baron Corbin or Callisto.
Or Baron Corbin's hairline, what's left of it.
Look, I feel like there's a point at which you do want to see something die. When you need to pull the plug, bring it off the life support. Its time has passed. Baron Corbin's hairline has already signed its,
It's an ex-hairline.
It is ceased to be.
It's pining for the fjords.
But I will eat my plate of crow. This match was fucking great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a chairs match, which they did a really good job of selling. Sometimes the
chairs match, sometimes specifically it's the chairs match, is shit. The only thing that's usually worse is the stairs match.
God damn, that stairs match was awful.
Somebody fucking mic checked the stairs. It was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch mic checked having a stairs match.
Yeah, and I appreciated that because that was the most absurd thing, and they did the worst thing possible with it.
But, the chairs match is usually the shit match on a TLC card. It's usually, nothing special. No, this was a fucking great match. These guys work incredibly well together. They have the best, big guy, little guy ring chemistry I've seen in a long time. Baron Corbin looked way better than I've seen him look basically in any match, and I like the guy's look.
From the neck down, anyway.
Yeah. And Callisto looked like fucking raw fire. It was an amazing match. It was super fun. It was, they didn't linger on it too long, which I liked.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin went over pretty clean.
Oh yeah, very clean. Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
But Callisto got like Baron Corbin won the 52-48 split.
Yeah, Baron Corbin won, but it was really clear that it might not have gone that way. Yeah. So I don't think the feud's over.
No, well,
I really fucking hope not, because I'd like to see these two go around again.
I would. I'd love to see another match between these guys. Just don't drag it out like you did fucking Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, this is,
or the Miz, Dolph Ziggler.
Just this is a good 3 month burner feud. Yeah. Just. Man, these guys have good ring chemistry.
They really do.
I was so happy and surprised about this fucking match. I was expecting this match to be awful, and it completely surprised me. I was entirely wrong, and I couldn't be happier to say it.
Yeah, it was great.
There's a lot of cool bits, but
watch the fucking match.
Yeah, watch the fucking
pay-per-view.
Oh, speaking of, I know I told you I'd be coming back around to this. Baron Corbin, at least grow a fucking mustache. For fuck's sake. Guys... the whole card, listen to me. Chin strap beards, they're a no. They're a hard no.
He He just doesn't have the full look for it. Like,
No, go look at a picture of Husky Harris, and then you come back and you grow a fucking mustache. And shave your fucking head.
Or something.
Or embrace in 3 months being a comedy character. Because you cannot take that hairline seriously.
No. And that's... this is a sport that's partially about your look, man. And your look is not... Like, from the neck up, you are... like 40-year-old guy who's trying too hard.
From the neck down, you got a great look. I hate those pants. I like the older pants better, but it's fine. You got a cool gimmick, a really cool concept. And I swear if this was actually a post-apocalyptic federation, your look would be great because you could be like a weird, rad-infused mutant guy who has patchy hair because he's fucking... because he's a fucking mutant. But you're not going all the way. You just look sad.
It just looks like you're clinging on to something that's long gone, my man. It's just like, no.
Look, you are. So,
or comb your hair different. Get a mask. Buy a headband. I don't fucking know. Just do
not insert a weave. Just shave your fucking head.
Get a mohawk. Your mohawk can start back there. That's post-apocalyptic.
Nah, have you heard the shit Sheamus has been eating since he got a mohawk? They will not let the "you look stupid" chant die.
Well, to be fair...
And Sheamus, what the fuck, WWE fans? Mohawks are cool. What
Sheamus
the fuck?
He's got a mohawk and a spangly braid beard.
That's fucking cool. He looks like a troll killer.
I agree.
WWE audience, you guys used to know what cool looks like. Remember Stone Cold? What? Like, how have you lost the idea of what is fucking cool looking?
Yeah, whatever.
At least you like the New Day.
But they also make fun of AJ Styles' mom hair, so...
Hey, AJ Styles has mom hair. That's a fair criticism.
I'm not arguing with that.
Moving on?
Moving on.
Then we had the match that I was hands down most excited about on this card when I heard about it.
Yeah, same.
We had Becky Lynch, the champion, versus Alexa Bliss, the challenger. Trash Panda versus... I'm not saying her WWE nickname. The Irish steampunk lady.
Yeah.
And I love both these fucking wrestlers. They're both incredibly charismatic. They're both talented in the ring. Becky Lynch, separated from the other four horsewomen, she's got so much more room to grow. She's got a place to be. She's not constantly being overshadowed by fucking Charlotte and fucking Sasha and Bayley. And no, she has her own show to be cool on, and that's really awesome because she's a talented wrestler. And she's got fucking guns, side note.
Yeah, man, they're fit.
Alexa Bliss is incredibly charismatic. She's super fun. She mugs at CM Punk caliber.
Yeah, she does. Her face game is down.
They had a really good match.
Yeah, it was a tables match.
A tables match, which I was a little sketchy on, given the finish to the Divas to the Women's Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
But it worked really well. They sold the tables matches being cool. There was a lot of false finishes. They worked a really solid match with good ring psychology. There was a cool bit where, again, someone used the signature weapon of the match to do their submission move, even though it wasn't a submission match. And even though you can't win, it's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, this was
Becky
very
Lynch.
Innovative. The disarmer, yeah, she's the disarmer on her.
Through the table leg, and that was cool looking. Very innovative, a lot of cool spots. The finish, I thought, was really well done.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere, but it was still impactful enough that it wasn't like, that was it. Like fucking Charlotte's big boot. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was nice, it was impactful, it was quick, and it sold that the feud wasn't over yet, and that it was maybe a fluke, maybe not, so it lets them go again, and I like that.
Yeah, I like that the announcer lady came down afterward to interview Becky Lynch.
Full-on old-school WCW style.
Fuck yeah, like Gene Okerlund.
And I and Becky Lynch had the exact same reaction. Bitch, read the room!
Yeah. Time and place, please don't talk to me right now, I hate myself, goodbye.
I hope they do something with that.
I hope so too.
Oh, in case that wasn't clear, Alexa Bliss wins, new SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's so wee. She looks like a kid with one of those replica belts.
She's awesome. I am so happy for her. That's just a great turnaround in your career. Such a great moment.
Good fucking quick ass rise.
Yeah, quick rise. She's talented, man, and they see it.
I think she definitely has the chops to be a top women's talent in their roster.
I would agree.
Move on.
Let's move on. Like I told you, this was not going to be a long podcast, man. We're gonna be pushing the 30-minute mark.
Hey, we're gonna earn that title. Is what we're gonna do.
We'll fill it with butt. Is what we'll fill it with.
We're gonna earn our title. So let's talk about AJ Styles' ass. Or the AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose match, which approximately, I would say 15 minutes into its 30-minute runtime, lost all credibility.
I don't know about credibility. It was just like...
I couldn't take the match seriously anymore. His butt was out.
It wasn't even taking it seriously. It was just that it was so distracting that became the match.
It became
the match was no longer, will Dean Ambrose defeat AJ Styles for the WWE Championship? It was... Will AJ Styles' beehole come out?
And if so, how long will it stay that way?
Okay, this was a TLC match, and it was good. All right, in case we don't get into that, this was a really good match.
It was incredibly well wrestled.
It was as good as the Miz Dolph Ziggler match, except I cared more about these two guys. In that I hate AJ Styles and I don't hate Dean Ambrose.
Hey, that means he's being a good heel, I guess.
Sure.
I think he has X-Pac heat, but at least with me. But
not with the rest of the universe. They're
no,
really
they fucking love him. God, I hate you guys. But it was well wrestled. Look, AJ Styles is still overrated as shit, but he's not a bad wrestler.
He's definitely adapted to WWE a lot faster than I expected him to. You're right. His fucking strike rush looks like ass, but
it looks like he's playing patty cake with them. It looks incredibly ineffective.
Well, and especially because when he did it in this match was just after his butt came out,
and Dean Ambrose interrupted it halfway through and just did his own strike combination instead. Look, all right. This honestly can be summarized as my central problem with AJ Styles, aside from the fact that he's incredibly overrated, and I feel like he's getting a lot of support just because he's not a WWE guy, which seems so fucking backwards and weird for an audience who spent a lot of money going to a WWE show. But that's besides the point. One of my central problems with AJ Styles is that all his big moves, his iconic moves, phenomenal forearm aside, which I think is a great fucking finisher. Use that as your finisher. What's wrong with you? That looks cool. Look incredibly ineffective most of the time. His strike rush looks stupid. It looks stupid. It looks like he's pretending to hit them, and that's not what you want out of a pretend wrestling work.
Well, I mean, all of his hits look really fucking soft. I've seen people do strike rushes like that. Fucking Tajiri.
Yeah, look, the strike rush is a very well-established look. There's a lot of striker wrestlers who have that.
Mm-hmm.
His looks really shit, though. He's not good at it, and for some reason, he's married to it. His Pele kick is garbage. It's a garbage fire. Stop it. He falls over, and his opponent headbutts his foot. Every time. He can't complete that thing well. It looks like a garbage fire. If you're not actually able to do a Pele kick, please don't try. You look ridiculous.
And all credit to him. It used to look better.
Yeah, I went back because I admit I haven't seen a lot of them in TNA because I don't watch TNA because I have taste. But I went back and watched some of his. It used to be way better. He used to be a way better wrestler. He's old now, so I get it.
I still think he was overrated then, but
agreed. But he used to be way better than he is now. And the absolute pinnacle, the Styles Clash, is the worst finisher on the roster. There is no debate. Charlotte's Big Boot is better. The Styles Clash is garbage and always will be.
I'm going to have to disagree with that point, but I respectfully disagree with that point.
At least Charlotte's Big Boot looks like it hurts. No, she stomps on you. It looks like it's mildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just not... It's a big boot, man.
It's not. I'm not saying it's finisher class material, but I am saying it looks like a wrestling move.
Well, look, I don't know what's going on in a Styles Clash, but I could conceive of how that would hurt, especially when he did it off the stairs.
Look, that made it look good. That was the only cool that like a top rope Styles Clash. Please don't do that. Don't kill anyone. But like the one off the stairs to fucking No Chin McGee, that looked really good. That looked like a finisher that would really fuck you up. And I get the logic behind it. It's the same logic behind the Dirty Deeds and the Pedigree is you pull their arms up where they can't move them and then you bop their head. But in the Styles Clash, they're so clearly landing on their chest.
I think it is a chest move. It's supposed to knock the wind out of you.
That's so stupid.
Well, not really. Have you ever had the wind knocked out of you?
Yeah. I can still roll a shoulder up.
No, not always.
Like, no, watch Shane McMahon. That's your instinctive reaction to having the wind knocked out of you.
Poor motherfucker.
You curl in on yourself and assume the fetal position.
See, the couple of times it's happened to me, I laid flat on my back for a while. So maybe it's just a difference of how we're turned. I don't know.
Yeah. But it looks so terrible.
I mean, it's not. Look, I'm not a fan of the move by any means. If we're gonna do a move like that, I'd prefer the Angel's Wings by the guy that AJ Styles feuded with forever, Christopher Daniels, who is a way more talented wrestler. But
it would be so easy to make the Styles Clash look good. Just change a few things about it, and you'd make it look really good.
Yeah, make it the Angel's Wings.
I mean, pretty much. But anyway, to the match. The match was well wrestled. Like, I think we've mentioned it like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, and the ladder spots and the chair spots and the table spots were great.
Yeah.
It was good. Dean Ambrose played up to his strengths.
AJ Styles did his wicked badass 450 that I will fully give him credit for onto a table that looked honestly like holy shit moment caliber. It deserved that chant.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, look, most of the match was AJ Styles' butt.
Like, so they did the same thing that Baron Corbin and Callisto did. They set up the table of chairs, and Dan Ambrose put AJ Styles through it, and that is when his pants made a boo-boo.
They ripped right on the left butt cheek, they did, near the booty hole.
Yeah, and it cut his butt real bad. It was
like, he had a booty
cut.
injury, and I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it looked like it fucking hurt. It was a deep one, man. It kept bleeding. Like, you kept expecting somebody to come out there with blue tape or something, fucking Samoa Joe style, but no, they just let him go.
No, I don't mean for the injury. I mean, like, have him take a move, and then there was actually a really good moment for it. Dean Ambrose
there were several.
Dean Ambrose did a move and was like taunting in the middle of the ring, and I swore I thought that was an audible for Dean Ambrose to, take the audience's attention. Doesn't have to be blue tape. You can't tell me that near a wrestling ring nobody has any fucking tape. Any. That they couldn't slap some like a black square of tape, like one of those tape X's, right over the booty hole. You can't tell me they couldn't have pulled that off.
I mean, to be fair though, WWE lately counts their influence in Twitter trends, and AJ Styles' butt
is a great, that shit is going to be trending worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, it's the name of the podcast, so.
Look, fucking AJ Styles' butt, Goldberg beats Lesnar. They're just all about the fucking whatever will get Twitter talking.
I guess, man. I don't want Lesnar to be in the Royal Rumble.
Neither do I. I don't want Goldberg to be in the Royal Rumble, and I certainly don't want them to be numbers 1 and 2.
I'm glad Goldberg.
Honestly, when they're numbers 1 and 2, and Goldberg immediately throws Lesnar over the top, I will be able to do not but laugh. Like, that will completely destroy the Rumble match because it will be a joke then. The whole match will have been ruined. But I mean,
it is what it is. I'm glad they're doing something with Goldberg besides just he comes in, he fucks up one guy, and then fucks off. I don't really want him to win any title. I was just thinking last night about how nice it is that fucking look at all these new people doing stuff with titles. Look at this match. It's AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. Where's John Cena? Randy Orton was in the opener. What is this beautiful world we live in?
Goldberg comes back and says, "Oh, never fear."
Yeah.
fucking end of WCW talent is here.
Whatever. It is what it is. I mean, like, I put up with dumber booking.
Not much.
No, not much.
Lesnar versus Goldberg might be is hands down the stupidest thing I've seen in 10 years.
Disagree, but it's up there. I think it was done for the dumbest reasons, and like it's one of those things. This is why I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is why I don't like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, is because it just doesn't feel like the authors care that much for the consistency of their characters and their stories.
No,
it's just a...
Yeah, The Walking Dead is really booked like a Vince Russo wrestling federation, isn't it?
It's just a train of shock value. And, like, you get the idea with Game of Thrones that there's this big overarching plot going on, and someday you'll see the end of it, but...
Like, until it happens, that's kind of an empty promise, my man.
Yeah, until it happens, you're just dragging me through the muck with my face in a fucking wagon wheel.
Anyway, AJ Styles goes over. James Ellsworth cheats to let him win in a twist that makes no goddamn sense and is there purely for the shock value and to turn someone for no reason. Did they hire Russo again, or...
I disagree with that. I don't think that's... I think that ending makes sense.
How? He literally tried to kill him 3 minutes earlier in the match.
Well, that's part of the ruse.
It's not a ruse when you actually do it.
Yeah, but he didn't actually do it earlier.
He actually did it the week before, though.
Yeah, but, look, you take a move. It's wrestling. It's a bump. It's like I said about when I had that robot character in the E-Fed. Will he sell head injuries despite having a helmet on? Yes, it's pretend.
But, like, it's a bad ruse. It makes no sense. Rather, it makes perfect sense. It's just stupid.
Well, but think about it, okay? James Ellsworth from the beginning was an AJ Styles fan. He said that coming in. He was a huge fan of AJ Styles, this big, huge thing. And yeah, AJ Styles treated him like shit. But, like, Wormtail.
Yeah, they haven't earned Wormtail. I'm sorry, no.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying that as an example. Like, somebody who's, abused will sometimes just hang out with their abuser. That's a thing.
They haven't earned it, though. They have. Maybe I haven't been watching week to week.
I was about to say, you haven't been watching week to week.
But they do the video packages, and from what I understand, those are usually better summaries of the storyline than the actual storyline.
There hasn't been a lot of promo stuff for Ellsworth. Like, they focus more on Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles specifically.
It's just...
I mean, I respect that you don't care for it. I just don't think it's... I don't think it's the greatest booking decision, but I see what they're doing here. I respect it.
I see what they're doing here. It's just stupid.
This didn't need a clean win one way or another. This keeps AJ Styles on the top without making Dean Ambrose look bad. Because, oh my god, how could he have seen that coming?
Yeah.
And honestly, the entire time down the ladder and then in his little table nest that he created for himself.
He just basically had a look on his face like, I couldn't have possibly done anything to stop this.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck? I was nice to you, man.
Yeah. Golly. And I'm sure they'll cut promos about it. And it might be fucking stupid. It's a WWE. I wouldn't be surprised, but...
Oh, they could save this. They could do something good from this. But my experience with SmackDown's booking over the last little while tells me that that's maybe not going to happen.
I don't know. SmackDown's probably had the better set of booking.
Disagree, but okay.
No, because they gave Dolph the title when that was the only option that was worth a damn. They gave Miz the clean win here. They gave the Wyatt
tonight
titles.
They did well, but
and before then they've done good shit. Is it the shit I wanted to see? No, I don't want to see AJ Styles as champion. But it's fucking everybody else does, and goddamn, I'm only giving you $9.99 a month. I can understand why the guy's buying the T-shirts and the
T-shirts and the dumb fucking gloves
and the collectible AJ Styles xylophones. I get it.
And the front row tickets.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
I think this is the reason why I care less about SmackDown.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, this is a. Did we? Okay, we hit 30 minutes. Cool. This is an overall problem I've had with WWE for a while now. I like a lot of the talent on their roster. I really like a lot of talent. Like, most of their talent.
Same.
I just don't really care. It's been a while since there's been a storyline that excited me that I was like, I can't remember the last time I felt like tuning in the next night.
Yeah, me neither. I think that says something.
Well, I mean, it says that we're not really the target audience for this. We like NXT. I mean, they're making a product we care about.
Yeah, but we don't watch that shit week to week either. And we haven't watched TakeOver.
Like, man, that's because we live our lives and shit. And then we do this podcast where we actually set aside time to watch 3 fucking hours of wrestling, sometimes 4.
Every fortnight.
Look, my dude, if NXT had more frequent pay-per-views, I would love to just talk about NXT's pay-per-views. If they did it monthly, I would do that.
Yeah, same.
We could move into that. Do they do it monthly? Fuck, I'll Google it.
No.
I'm still Googling it.
Overall, I've been fairly negative tonight because AJ Styles was in the last match. It was a good show. This was a good show. This was a fun pay-per-view. It was largely inoffensive. In the moment, AJ's butt was honestly kind of funny. If the finish hadn't been so stupid, at least as far as I'm concerned, then I probably wouldn't have cared. Then it probably would have been an entirely inoffensive experience.
I thought it was a good show. I mean, like, it wasn't A+ or anything, but it was worth a watch.
Yeah, I'd say solid, like a B, B-.
Sure. I don't, it's whatever. I had a good time. I think that's more over.
Yeah, same.
No matter how stupid the calls were, it wasn't like.
And that was the only one. Like, everything else I was fine with.
Sure.
Shit, even AJ winning. You want to keep that on him until John gets back to take it. I get it.
Yeah, that's probably not bad.
Yeah, I think we're all set here. Anything else you want to add? You got a look on your face that says you have other stuff you want to add.
I feel like I was reaching toward a deeper point of like wrestling shit. I suppose the reminder that, there's always other stuff out there. I mean, like, it's easy to sit there and watch WWE and go, man, maybe I don't like wrestling anymore. And I've sat down and said that myself, but fuck you, me, that's bullshit. You like plenty of wrestling.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying just maybe the product is kind of shit. Like,
well,
I wasn't internalizing this. No, I was externally blaming things.
Right, but like, and to that extent, I don't know that the product's shit. I just don't know that you're the audience for it, or that I'm the audience for it. I'm the audience for more of what they're doing in NXT. I'm the audience for, fucking Chikara. If I had the money, I'd be subscribing to their shit and watching that all the time. But I don't.
I am not the audience for Chikara.
You are not the audience for Chikara. You
I love them, guys. Kiss, kiss. I love you, but I am not your audience, and I know that. There's a part of me that rankles at not being the audience for WWE. Who came in and stole my show?
The times they are changing.
The world unturned and left me here. But everything's better when nerds talk about it.
That's just a sad way to end the podcast. Do that better. Do it happy.
Everything's better when nerds talk about it.
AJ Styles' butt. That's where he poops from.
Fuck it, let's go.